Dublin's Q102, The Scott Williams Show.
With Turkish Airlines, THY.com, your magical gateway to the world. Dublin's Q102.
Right, we got this email from Eugene, who's a small business owner, he says. So we've had a witch hunt and got most of the ministers to give up their pensions. It was no doubt justified, but how fair was it, he asks. How much are we all prepared to give up to restore the economy to competitiveness? Take, for example, the 9 public holidays that we get in Ireland represents almost 2.5% of our salaries that employers fund free of charge. Is it fair? Does it make us competitive? Does it help create employment? Would we be prepared to give them up to create more employment? Anyway, in a NAMA Republic, is it even right to still call them bank holidays, more public holidays? Cutting out bank holidays would immediately increase productivity by 2.5%. with lower business costs and would not impact on personal income. So would we be prepared to do what the ministers have had to do and give up our piece of cake? Now, just before we talk to Eugene, quite an interesting guy who wants to talk about this one, we don't get views from the street. We were out today asking this. Bank holidays are costing employers in the country money at a time when none of us have any. So would you be prepared to give up your bank holidays in the national interest?
Yeah, I would give it up. There's a lot of money made in one day, so it's not a great essential. So yeah, I would give it up.
No, absolutely not. I work a lot of weekends as well, so it's nice now and then to have the 3-day weekend and to be able to enjoy a long weekend.
No, I wouldn't, because basically the European average, they actually get more bank holidays than we do. So I really feel, especially in these recessionary times, people are overworked, underpaid sometimes, and that you need your holidays, because I work Monday to Friday 9 to 5, and for example this bank holiday weekend, it's great to have a 3-day weekend, so I think that's really good.
No, I actually wouldn't, because I don't think we get too many holidays anyway, and I only get 23 days myself, and I don't think taking a lot of bank holidays, we're only talking about 3 or 4 a year, and I think it's good for family quality as well.
No, I'm afraid I wouldn't, and the reason for that is I think I've given up enough. I have to pay extra taxes every month on my wages, pension levies, everything, you name it, we have to pay it, and I really do think that the country would be more demoralised if we were to give up our bank holidays.
So there.
The Scott Williams Show.
The way it is in Dublin.
That's what she said. She wouldn't do it. She'd given up enough. Another interesting chap there who said, he wouldn't give it up because we don't get enough holiday. He only gets 23 days. Well done, my friend. Most people get the statutory 20 days in this country. So you're actually 15% better off than the rest of us. Anyway, that email, which prompted the whole thing, was from Eugene, who's described to me as a small business owner. Hello, Eugene.
Scott, how's it going?
Not bad. How's business, Eugene?
Business is good. It's just that, all businesses have to reduce costs, and bank holidays are the bane of any business's life in terms of, if you close for a bank holiday, you suffer a 20% reduction in turnover for that week. And if you open, then you've got a 20% increase in your payroll. So, I can empathise with a lot of...
what did you say there? Sorry, 20% increase in your payroll, but isn't your payroll cost fixed anyway? Aren't you paying people for 5 days a week?
Yes, but if you open on a bank holiday, then you have to pay double pay.
Oh, I see, to pay double. Have you spoken to your staff about it, Eugene?
I have, yes, but, everybody has their own personal issues, and, everybody wants as much as they can get. So, but in terms of businesses, it is a problem, because you suffer that reduction in turnover, but also it causes mayhem in terms of deliveries and supplies, because suppliers have to cram deliveries into a 4-day week.
Into the short week. How do you spend a bank holiday yourself, Eugene?
I work it.
You work it?
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what sort of a business you're in. You're just described as a small business owner. You might be reluctant to disclose.
No, it's a bakery business, so it has to be open 7 days a week.
So you work?
Yep.
Okay, and do some of your staff work with you?
They do, yes.
Is it on a rota or something, or is it for hands up?
It's on a roster, yeah, and it's generally scheduled and evened out so that everybody gets a fair crack of the whip,
You've got to have understanding, though, for the views on the street that we had there, which are, I've done enough, I'm levied, I'm taxed, I'm knackered, I'm this and I'm that and I'm the other, and I'm banked out and I'm nammed, and, you can't take that away from me, as the old song goes, Eugene.
Yeah, exactly, but why should business have to pay for the bank holidays?
Who should pay for it then?
Well, why? Businesses are paying for something for nothing.
Yeah.
It's 9 bank holidays. Okay, 5 of those, Christmas, Easter, and so on. are, you couldn't take away from those. But
so what's the purpose of a May bank holiday then?
Well, I have no idea.
Was that the Dick Spring holiday, was it, or was that the one in October?
I'm not sure, but I think it was something to do with Labour.
Labour Day.
I could be wrong. But
I mean, just taking your point, St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, Easter, whatever. But this May one, why do we... Yeah.
Well, May with August and October, I have no understanding as to why employers should have to pay employees for effectively doing nothing. Now, I'm not saying that it's not justified. I'm just saying that it's a cost that employers have to take on board. And, like everybody else has been fleeced in terms of pay cuts and so on. But I would just like to make the point that employers, they pay the employer PRSI, and now they've got a 2%, are going to have a 2% pension contribution as well. So it's increased costs for business, and it's just, it just seems to me as a simple way of reducing costs for business, increasing productivity, and no loss of income.
So what's your proposal exactly? That one of these public holidays would be given up, or people would work with her?
Scott, if I was Brian Cowan, I would immediately reduce the statutory 20 days down to 15 days, and I would...
just stop it, Eugene. They'd be burning down.
Of course they would, yes, but I mean, and I could be lynched tomorrow, but...
certainly will.
Yeah, but...
15 days?
Well, it's still 3 weeks,
But
20 days is 4 weeks.
Well, so 20 days holidays then, and sort of keep St. Patrick's Day and maybe Christmas and St. Stephen's Day, holiday, and say Easter.
And New Year's Day.
And New Year's Day. So May, and August, and
I would leave
October.
it at 5. I would leave it at 5 bank holidays, and get rid of 4 of them.
Okay, well, I would have difficulty agreeing with you, Eugene, but that's just me now.
I know you would, and most people would, but I think if you talk to a number of business people, they would probably find that, it's a way of reducing costs without reducing the income for employees.
Are you a tightwad, Eugene?
Sorry?
Are you a tightwad?
No.
Are you tight?
But we're in a recession, and we need to control costs, and we need to create employment. I employ 10 staff. I created those 10 jobs over the last year and a half out of my sheer hard graft.
Okay.
I'm providing my contribution to the economy.
Right. Well, let's open it to view from listeners. We'll just set it out there as you've done it. Thanks very much, Eugene, and have a good weekend. Even though I know you'll be working.